Just to start off, are we all ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's do
just
it.
to start off with, obviously you guys have that weather delay, and then it eventually led to a cancellation, so the game ended in a tie for you guys. So just overall, what were your thoughts about the game, and just like, I guess, the delay during duration of the play and stuff like that?
Well, I mean, overall, I think the game, we started a little slow yesterday, but we definitely got into the game. You know, we got that first goal. We did let that ball, you know, right after that long injury delay, we did let that ball get behind us there, and for a goal that wish we wouldn't have given up. But we started out, played well the second half. You know, we had definitely had opportunities throughout the game. But you know, and also too, literally right when they blew the whistle for the lightning delay, we were on a corner kick. So, like I said, you never know how the game was going to turn out. But it was a pretty good game overall. You know, Louisiana was a good club, and like I said, it was a good game.
So you touched on your offense a little bit, but do you mind going into more of your thoughts just in general about your offense and how they performed?
Well, you know, Chase is tough to handle. I mean, you know, sometimes when she gets around the corner there with her left foot, you know, she's able to put that ball in that back post. And I think Jordan Mickey did a good job putting a lot of pressure on their back line as well yesterday, along with Kaylin Wright. And like I said, it's just a matter of us maybe getting more shots on frame, especially from our attacking mids. But overall, like I said, it's just a matter of time. Like I said, hopefully, as we get further in, closer to conference, we really start gelling with getting balls more on frame, and maybe that's going to be our time to start putting them in.
And then up next, you guys have Prairie View A&M. What do you kind of want the team to focus on heading into that matchup, and like what does that matchup kind of look like for you guys?
Well, we spoke yesterday after the game, before we left, about making sure next weekend is all about making sure we're getting prepped for our first game of conference. You know, like I said, we could go in there with some momentum, or not. Again, I think they're up for the challenge, but I think this weekend is definitely going to be all about cleaning everything up and seeing if we can get the right momentum and the right confidence going into that first conference game.
That's all I have. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, and it's just a busy weekend ahead for you guys and your squad. Just looking at those two matchups, you know, it's one game at a time. But you know, what are you seeing from the opponents this weekend?
Well, Prairie View, they were SWAC champions last year, so they're bouncing back from that. And Texas Southern's always real solid. So it's just a matter of us kind of figuring out, watching some film on them, and kind of knowing exactly how we're going to attack. But again, 2 games will get us into a rhythm, I think, as opposed to 1. So, you know, and I don't know whether that played into account this past weekend, even though we had the extra rest where Louisiana didn't. But sometimes not having that Thursday or Friday game can throw your rhythm off a little bit going into that Sunday, for sure.
And really, yeah, that's what I was about to lead into is how do you get everyone reset after a draw like that and a busy weekend?
Well, I think, like I said, there's a lot of good things to take from yesterday's game. So I don't think I think the confidence is still good, and it's just a matter of us building off of that. But like I said, we're ready to attack this weekend and see if we can get the most from it.
You were supposed to play Friday against Prairie View A&M. That got moved back the week. Did that change what that looked like for the weekend, mentally, preparation-wise? When you lose a game like that and then you don't even play the full game on Sunday, it just feels like lost minutes this weekend?
No, it is. It's just like before. I was saying that we practiced on Friday to try to get kind of a inter squad game going to kind of get into some sort of rhythm. But again, there's a lot more downtime in not having that rhythm of having that game can make a difference. But I think we came out and once we got settled into the game on yesterday, especially with Chase's goal, I think we were off and running, and I thought we played well from there.
What's impressed you the most about Chase Thorne so far, from freshman year to now her sophomore year?
I think she's gotten a lot stronger and physically, and also too, I think that she's been able to to self-justify with the different things that she can do, and I think even on her end, I think that if she can continue to make herself more rounded, using the right foot a little bit more, then I think that can open a lot more doors. But overall, she's really taken off.
I guess another thought too, from last week. You're supposed to play Friday, you don't, but it's also the first week of school. I mean, they're in class now for the first time. It just feels like there's a lot for them to navigate. Once you get through that first week, does it feel like it'll start to settle down a little bit? You're going to get into a rhythm, play Friday, Sunday. Does it just feel like it's all going to kind of settle down and just play soccer now?
We do. I mean, we try to forewarn them, especially not just the first week, but after maybe the third week of school, it starts to become really taxing a little bit more. And as long as, it's one of those things, as long as they know what they're getting into with that, maybe they could start, preparing mentally for it. But, hopefully, like I said, getting into that rhythm, we have home games this weekend, and then the following weekend is in Stephenville, so it's not a long trip. So us being at home for a while it will help recharge the batteries, I think, and get us back going.
And then Sunday you play Texas Southern, and it is senior day. So could you just highlight your senior class? What makes this group so special? I know you got a couple of real standouts, Natalie Jones, Caitlin Wright, who've had really, really long careers. But everybody who's in that senior class has been here for a long time. So can you just talk about what that class means to you and to the program?
Oh, I mean, across the board, if you go down the list, I don't have it in front of me, but like I said, between Caitlin Wright and Brennan and Ellen Joss and all them, like I said, they have contributed quite a bit to our program over the years, and like I said, it'll be just like this last class. We lost a lot of players from the last year, and then that's another group we're losing this year. But like I said, we're extremely proud and fortunate to have each and every one of them in the program, and even some ones that they're in the senior class that have stuck it around and got some time later on. That's been impressive to me as well. But definitely appreciate these ladies.
Anything else? Awesome.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you,
Thank
Coach.
you.